Good evening. Welcome back. Seems like I was just up here the other day saying welcome to the Noir City Film Festival, and now this is it, last night. Final show of this year's festival. But before I forget, I want to advise you, I officially got the press release today, so I can actually say this for real. It hasn't actually gone out yet, but starting March 5th, if you just can't get enough Noir, starting Sunday, March 5th, yours truly will be on Turner Classic Movies every Sunday. Presenting one film Noir every week at a new show called Noir Alley, of which I am the host. And it's very exciting because we already did that one. We already did that. And TCM's pretty excited about it. So that official news of that is going out at some point this week, but I cleared it with them that I said I could actually say something in Seattle tonight. Pardon?
I knew you win.
And you'll know me then. You're coming back next year. So, it's a very cool thing because TCM appreciates the fact that I've been doing this for a while, and that's what they're interested in, and so I will continue to do Noir City. Noir City will continue to exist. I mean, let's face it, I'm Noir City. TCM is just Noir Alley. Not only if I pick my first movie, it's long since recorded. I mean, it is a weird thing when you do all of this and then you can't say anything about it. I'm already 13 weeks ahead. I mean, I've already done 13 of these in Atlanta. So, but it will be great fun because they have high hopes for this, what they call the franchise, or what TCM is calling the fan-chise. And, you know, we'll have guests, and it's very interactive, so they want people to actually communicate via social media and ask questions, and they've already been doing that because TCM has a fan thing called Backlot, and they've let those people know that something's up with Noir, and they didn't say what it was, and people have asked questions already that I've already answered, quote unquote, on the air. You know that this isn't live, right? You know that this is not live. This is the live event. Okay. So anyway, it's great fun and it's very exciting, and I hope you all watch. Okay, tonight's show is pretty interesting because this might seem like the weirdest double bill ever in Noir City, right? A 1960 movie from Hammer, starring Peter Cushing and Andre Morel, and this extraordinary digital production from 2015 from Germany, Victoria. But the films do have something in common, and that is that they are both told in real time, which is why these two kind of make sense to pair them together. Of course, Cash on Demand is not actually shot in real time, but it simulates real time in the way the movie unfolds. And this was not part of the program that I showed in San Francisco as part of the Heist series, but I showed it at my Noir City Christmas show. Yes, in San Francisco, we counter-programmed against the holiday season by doing Noir City Christmas. If you're sick of all that goodwill, come to my show. And so we showed this because it is set in the Christmas season, and it is a heist movie. And yes, Hammer didn't just make horror movies. They made a lot of pretty good noir films as well, and I think this is one of the best. It's actually based on a stage play, as you will no doubt infer when you see how stage-bound this is in the offices of this bank. And it's two-hander. There is a supporting cast of staff in the bank, but this is really Andre Morel and Peter Cushing as the bank robber and the bank manager, just going head-to-head. And these two were really great friends and great colleagues, and it appeared in a lot of movies together. I mean, everybody knows Peter Cushing. Hell, he's still making movies after his death, right? So, those of you who are not Star Wars fans, that's a reference to the new movie in which Peter Cushing's corpse is reanimated by George Lucas and performs. But he and Andre Morel had made movies together. If you're fans of those old Hammer movies and you know like Quatermass and The Pit and all that stuff, then you know Andre Morel, who played Professor Bernard Quatermass in a number of those shows back in the 1950s. And he is spectacular in this movie. I'm not going to really tell you anything else about it because it would spoil the fun, but I'm just thrilled that you will be seeing a brand new restored version of this film. And honest to God, I don't know whether Sony sent the restored 35mm print, which I hope they did, because that's what I showed in San Francisco, but they also did a beautiful brand new DCP of the movie as well. I've already been fooled once in this festival when I thought we were showing the 35 and it was actually the DCP. So I'm not actually sure what you're seeing, but believe me, Sony does the best job of any studio in the world at caring for their films and making sure that I can show them, anyone can show either a beautiful 35mm print or a DCP of the movie. They know what they're doing. And the person who did this, Rita Belda, was the project manager on this, and this is a personal favorite of hers, so she's absolutely thrilled that I was the first person to actually book this movie after it was restored. So I'm very grateful to Rita and the folks at Sony for preserving this film, and you'll see it looks absolutely magnificent. Okay, and like I said, it's told in real time, as is our second feature tonight, which is a whole other ball of wax that we'll get into later. So for right now, enjoy Cash on Demand.